like the whole like their save system, like transferring stuff from one Switch to another, like you know.
Oh my god, yeah, that seems like a nightmare.
And Nintendo's just been awful about that stuff forever. But it's Animal Crossing, without a doubt. This new one is the best Animal Crossing I have played because I really bounced hard off of New Leaf. And I think the only other Animal Crossing game I've ever played that I liked is the one for the GameCube when I played it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But even then, like, if my kid brain had an easier time comprehending those game systems more than my adult brain is comprehending some of the stuff in New Horizons, like, what are we doing?
Well, I think you were like less completionist back then too.
That's
so
true.
Like the stakes weren't as high.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
And I've been trying to play that way, like not super high stakes, but there's just a lot more going on in this game than there ever was in the one for the GameCube. Like,
there's always
all the
a sense
fashion
of
stuff is like wild. There's so many clothes, like all that stuff. Like basically, like the main goal of the first, like of the original Animal Crossing, was like pay off your debt and fill in the museum, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, which that game has this stuff now, but like with some of the stuff they've stacked on, I don't care about meeting some of those goals as much anymore as like I did when I was like in the first 20 hours of the game.
Yeah.
Like the objectives now that I have, like, I feel like what really
there's like a lot of like little stuff you could do in the first one too. Like, there's a lot of things where like you would go talk to people and they'd be like, hey, can you take this to so and so?
Yeah, and
like it kind of established a sense of community.
Yeah,
and I feel like this one really hasn't done that at all.
It doesn't have that. Like the only reason that I was actually talking to all of my islanders on a daily basis was because of one of the Nook goals, one of the Nook Mile goals. It was like talk to your islanders for 30 days in a row. And I'm pretty sure some bullshit happened because at one point, I swear I did it for like the first 30 days that game was out. And after a month, I realized like, that thing never popped for me. And I realized it was stuck at 28. And so like, I know I played every day for the first 30 days that game was out because that was when I was the most hot on it. So I don't know what happened. Like if I had played at like midnight one time instead of, in the game or something. But what really put me off, I think, more than anything in this back half that I'm in is when have you had KK come to your town yet?
No,
okay.
I just put up my campsite the other day.
So you're I mean, you got the game way after we did, to be fair.
I got it probably 10 or 15 days after you guys did, but I just don't care about the progression in it at all.
Like, you don't care about, like, okay, because what you have to do is you have to get your island up to a 3-star level.
3 stars, right.
To make KK come. And that, like, for some people, it's really easy. If you're really into the design portion of the game and the infrastructure stuff, then that's perfect because you're going to be doing that stuff anyway. But for people like me and Ben that just want to like chill on an island and have fun, it's like, okay, well, you're forcing this stuff on me, and like this game must know how much I fucking love KK Slider, because for the longest time, all I wanted was for KK to come to my island, and it was tied behind all this shit you have to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a prehistoric skull that I can donate to the museum.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I really truly do like this game a lot. It's Animal Crossing, this new one, is the best Animal Crossing I've played, I think. I really like it a lot. I like it a hell of a lot more than I like New Leaf. But where I really got hung up was when... Because you don't care if I tell you what happens when KK comes to the island, do you?
No, he just shows up, right? And you can request a song or something like
that. But do you understand that the credits roll when that happens?
Yeah, okay. I knew that.
So that's what fucked me in the head, was like, oh, game over? So I've had this sense of like, what now, ever since that happened, and that happened literally weeks ago. And so I feel like I don't have anything to work towards anymore, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get it. I know like a lot of people are like 5-star island.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care. My island's already 5 stars. It's dope. It's like...
The thing is, like, too, is that...
Like, it's an island. It's a cool little place to chill.
Yeah, the thing I probably will never get is the S ranking on the house, also from the Happy Home Academy or whatever.
I might do that, because I do actually like designing stuff in that, like moving furniture around and stuff. I had a really...
That's where we must differ then, because like in order to get that, you have to like make the colors match in your room and stuff. And I don't give a shit about making my couch blue and my wall blue. You know, I don't care about that. But because right now the way I have it set up, like I'm like 14,000 bells away from paying off my upstairs, which will unlock the downstairs, which is the final room that you can get in your house. So like in a way, like there's still some stuff I'm working towards, and I get that like the biggest part of this Animal Crossing is like you make your own fun and pave your own way with it. But Like, I feel like they really pulled the rug out from underneath me whenever they showed me the credits that early in the game. And, like, took away, like, the structure of, like, the quests that I was doing. Like, there's not really anything to work towards for me now, personally. But, like I said, I'm getting excited for it again, just talking about it again. And I'm excited for summer to get here so I can start catching some cool fish, hopefully, and some cool bugs.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm probably not gonna play it every day anymore, which is I haven't been anyway, but I'm definitely far away from playing it every day like I was. But flipping through that book got me excited in a way that I didn't think it would, because it's like,
oh, that's cool.
Because it's like, oh, I have like something to look forward to now that I didn't have before. Because there was like
I probably will like check it out every like month or whatever,
yeah.
or especially if the seasons change, like that's something fun to do.
Yeah.
Or like if I see on Twitter there's like a new event or something, like the cherry blossom thing was cool.
Yeah.
I was much more positive on the bunny day stuff than everybody else was.
Yeah, in a way, looking back on it now, I think I took that for granted because I didn't hate it, but I didn't really participate in it all that much. I got enough eggs to craft every recipe, and so I got like what was the final thing that we got from that guy? I don't even remember.
The wand, the egg wand. You can get an egg wand.
Yeah, that costume wand or egg wand or whatever is. Or wait, yeah. Do you have the costume wand now from the star fragments?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole other can of worms. But yeah. But anyway. Yeah, I don't want it to sound like I'm really shitting on Animal Crossing, because I know that the people who like those games
well, yeah, like I said, I think it's a good game. I think it's a good game that has a lot of problems.
Yeah, and that's what I think about it, is I think that people who like Animal Crossing are very unwilling to recognize that this game is problematic. Like, they view it as like the be-all, end-all thing, and everybody should love it. And I don't know. I just don't see it that way. And I think a lot of it is because I don't have that background with Animal Crossing that some people do.
Yeah.
But even then, like, their whole pitch with this game was like, this is the Animal Crossing. This should be your first Animal Crossing game.
Yeah.
In some ways, for me, it is, because I haven't played one in a major way since I was a kid, and I didn't like New Leaf. So this, in a way, was like my rebirth of Animal Crossing. And like I said, I'm going to keep playing it. I'm still going to enjoy my time with it, but man, it's hard not to look past the issues that it has.
Oh yeah. You been playing anything else?
Oh, let me think. I mean, we've been doing Rocket League on our streams every Friday. I finally hit overplayer level 100 on that, so I'm 105 now, I think.
Nice.
I've been buying the Rocket Pass every like 4 months when that comes out. I've been really enjoying that. It keeps me coming back for more. My pass level now is over 100, so I'm getting just different shades of colors of different things that we've gotten throughout the pass.
Okay.
Which is kind of disappointing, because I thought it was going to be like all new stuff, but so far it's only been like, remember like the Rad Rock like goal explosion and how it was like purple? Yeah. Now it's like, oh, you get a green one of these, or you get an orange one of these.
Oh, I see.
So it's really not brand new stuff.
Right.
Because I originally thought, like, when you're in the 90s or below, it only shows you that there are 100 tiers to that Rocket Pass. But then as soon as you hit 100, then it shows you up to 110, and then it shows you like 10 at a time. And they all have question marks beside them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Rocket League isn't a game that I'm going to play every day anymore, but I'm really happy that we play it for at least a couple hours.
Yeah, like I really enjoy it. I want to get back into it, but if I don't have somebody to play it with, then it's just like, I can play solos. I mean, for a while, I was doing ranked solos. Yeah. And getting in, like, gold tier. Yeah. But I just don't have it in me right now. No, I feel it. Yeah, because for the Rocket Pass has got me and Alex doing different stuff that we wouldn't have done otherwise, like without the Rocket Pass, like, challenging us to do it. So one of those things for me was playing solos. It was like, play 3 solo matches online. I was like, okay, that sounds easy enough. And so the first 2 games, I got my shit just absolutely kicked in, because I'm not used to not having somebody there to rebound for me and stuff. It's just a completely different game at that point. Oh, like, yeah. You know, so that's what's fascinating to me about Rocket League all these years later, is you and I played so much doubles that, like, even learning how to play, like, 3 versus 3, which is, like, the pretty traditional mode for that game at this point, is challenging, because we're just running over each other's dicks all the time in that game. And then 4v4 is a fucking nightmare. It's just I can't imagine what that would be like, because I know, I know when we play, like, when we're playing 3v3, a lot of the times I'm like, well, these guys aren't backing off, so I just have to force myself to back off. Yeah. Like, It's just like you have to be cognizant where you're at all the time.
Yep. Yeah, with doubles,
so sometimes it's like, well, I'm not making any plays here, but I'm also not getting in the way of because everybody's going for the ball,
yeah,
or like vice versa. Like, oh no, I'm going for the ball. Like,
we played 4v4 the other night because we had me and Alex and Billy and some other people on Billy's stream, and we did 4v4, and man, it was just like, it didn't help that we were drinking while we were doing it. That's always a thing. But I just felt like I was never like, there was a match where Alex and I's score was like 10. And because we literally only touched the ball a couple times. There was one match where I don't think I even touched it once. And that's the problem, is like 4v4 sounds like fun in a dumb way, but like if you're going to take it seriously at all, you have to be willing to play with people that are, like you said, willing to back off, and like all four of you can't be aggressive players that always just want to go for the ball, because you're just going to lose every time. Because that leaves your goal open to the other team, who's probably like actually like taking shifts and transitioning,
doing the rotating,
doing rotations. Which, like, when we play now, like, that's why I really want you to get that PS4 so we can actually like do call outs and rotations. Because when Billy and Alex and I play, we do a really good job of rotating. Yeah, and I feel like we could get to that point. We could be a really good, because we got ranked, I think, on 3 versus 3 the other day, like gold 2 or something. And we had like a good streak going on. And I feel like if you and me and Alex got together and played 3v3s ranked, if we could actually communicate, I think that we could really turn it into something good. But I think that's pretty much it, though. I've been streaming a lot. I've been streaming 5 days a week, mostly Predator. We've been playing The Last of Us on Thursdays to get ready for The Last of Us 2 coming out in like a month now. It's going to be a weird time, like, for sure. Like, because right now, since I'm off work, I can stream 5 days a week. But then, like, trying to figure out, like, what my future is going to be after that, since everything's so uncertain right now. Like, I'm already getting, like, pre-bummed out, like, losing all this time, you know? Like, in a way. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to be able to stream as much.
No, I get it.
So, yeah, it's kind of like for you guys, like, the going back to school feeling. Yep. Like, except you know when school's going to start. For me, it's I don't know when school's coming back, you know? So.
Well, this freaking year is going to be even weirder, because who knows if we're going to, like, actually start
in school. Yeah,
in school, or if it's going to be virtual or what.
Yeah, it's weird times for all of us right now, but the one thing that's for sure is we still have our games, we still have our TV shows and our movies and everything.
Oh, a movie I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead.
I watched Den of Thieves on Netflix.
That's a fucking great movie.
That's it's great until the end, and I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but man, that sucked. I didn't care for it.
I thought that movie gave me exactly what I wanted. It was dumb and fun.
Oh yeah, no, everything up until like the last 10 minutes of that movie is exquisite. I love it. Yeah. Like, I love, like, if they just left the end out, I would have been like totally fine with it. Yeah. And I was really happy with that movie. Like, it's a fun movie. Yeah. It's very much a modern day Heat. Like, if you've never seen Heat,
Heat's
like
great.
It calls back to a ton of stuff from Heat.
Yep.
So it just feels like that over and over again.
Yep.
But like, because I was just watching, I was like, this is just Heat. There's like several scenes where it's just like, oh no, but this is just Heat again.
Yep.
But I really liked it. It's a solid movie.
It got me wanting to watch like a group like crime / heist movie. Oh yeah. Like, I went out and, like, because I saw Den of Thieves when it first came out, however many years ago that was, on digital. We got that.
Yeah.
So I have that. I might watch that again soon now that you're talking about it.
It's on Netflix, so that's where I watch it.
Yeah, I have it on digital, Netflix. So I can watch it literally anytime.
Nice.
And I've been thinking about rewatching all the Fast and Furious movies again sometime in the near future. I don't know why, but I might just do that.
What are freaking fences?
I mean, I think I talk about this every time we talk about TV shows and stuff. I'm in a constant state of wanting to watch so many different things.
Why is it?
What's up?
Oh, my inventory is actually full.
Oh, your
it was like
full?
Earlier I was trying to get something out of the crab pot, and it said my inventory was full. And I was like, well, that's not true, because it definitely wasn't. And so now I went to go milk the cows, and it was like, inventory full. I was like, what is this bug? But then I checked my inventory, and it's definitely full.
Yeah. But no, there's like this mix of me, like, because I always do a watch through of The Office like once a year now. I like watch through all the episodes of The Office, And my whole rhythm of that has been thrown off because now that since like March or whenever all this started, Comedy Central shows The Office like every single day now. And so that's been like part of me and Krista's routine is like if we've had a bad day or like if we just don't want to think about something, just want to put something on, we're very much about like comfort food TV. Yeah. And since The Office is literally my favorite TV show of all time, and I've seen every season, every episode multiple times, I can literally just put that series on shuffle now, which is really cool to be able to do because there's not too many other shows I can do that with. Yeah. So we've kind of got burned out on The Office right now, which is unfortunate because I don't want that to happen to my favorite show. Right. So on the other hand, it's great because now we're like, oh, Parks and Rec is definitely a thing. My second favorite TV show of all time, and it's not playing on TV right now. So iTunes did a sale the other day. The entire series was $30.
Nice.
And
wow.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, we have it on iTunes now because they're going to be taking it off of Netflix soon to do their Universal streaming thing. Peacock, NBC streaming thing. So in a way, like it's good that I'm backing off The Office now. I don't want to get too attached to it on Netflix again. But now I have Parks and Rec to kind of lean on for that. But then, like, it's kind of like, remember how I told you earlier, like, I feel guilty about not doing shit, like, while being off? I feel guilty as fuck almost every single day about, like, not finally watching that movie I wanted to watch all this time. Or starting that show. Like, I have an immense guilt over that. Like, I've had literally you and John and 10 people tell me how good Avatar The Last Airbender is. And I have that entire series on my Apple TV. Do you think I've even once turned that shit on? Like, I
get it.
I pissed myself off with that.
Like, right now, I think really is just the perfect time for comfort stuff. Like, you don't have to go out and watch new stuff right now. I feel like a lot of people, want to push that kind of stuff. But it's like, man, times are tough. Yeah. Like, just do what makes you happy. Like, that's like, I feel like I should be watching a bunch of stuff, like, every now and then. But I'm like, oh, I'm just going to watch all these Let's Plays. Like, and just, I don't care. Like, I don't want to get into a show right now because it feels weird.
Yeah, no, that's
like, I just want to do something that feels good and like is very popcorn, like just very like, I don't have to be sucked into anything right now. Cause even if I was, I feel like I wouldn't be, like fully able to. That's what's
stopping me is that a lot of the stuff I want to get into actually requires some attention, like some attentive viewing. I mean, Avatar probably isn't really high on the list of like I wouldn't need to pay 100% full attention to it necessarily, but I don't want to do that show a disservice. So that's what it comes down to for me is, am I in the right headspace to start something new right now? And given the circumstances I've been in for the last month, the answer is 100% no all the time.
Right, exactly.
And like I said, it's a weird guilt thing. Like Christa tells me all the time, like, because she's still working from home. She's still working. And I tell her literally every day, and I'm sure she's sick of hearing it, like, oh, babe, I'm sorry you have to go to bed right now. Like, should I come to bed with you? Like, should I go to bed at, like, 9 o'clock when you go to bed? She's like, no. She's like, absolutely not. Like, you enjoy your time. So then, like, it's 2:30 in the morning, and I'm just depressed as all fuck sitting there. Like, I just wasted 4 hours staring at the wall thinking about what I should do instead of just doing something. And I struggle with that an awful lot. So one of these days it's going to get the best of me and I'm going to be like, so Avatar, huh? And I'm going to start it. But my fear is I'm really bad about starting stuff and not finishing it. And Avatar is one of those things that I don't want to start and not finish. Like, I would finish it eventually, but I feel like once I start, I shouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of different shows I want to watch right now. Like I want to get back into Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I feel like that'd be an easy show to watch.
Yeah, it's very easy to watch right now. I've been like wanting to get back to it too.
Okay.
Because I like started watching it recently, but then just like stopped watching it.
Yeah. I've been doing I've been this way since before all this stuff happened, but I'm very much a start and stop person with the way I consume my media and play my games. And I just, at this point in my life, I'm comfortable admitting, like, if I'm not vibing with something, then fuck it for right now. And I need to move on to something that I'm, I
kind of felt like that recently, because that new season of, like, On My Block came out, but then I was like, man, there's some weird stuff with that show where it just switches tone all the time.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to watch it right now.
Yeah.
And, like, the same for, like, Ozark.
Yeah.
Which, like,
everybody's saying I need to watch that show, but then, like, everybody's saying, like,
watch it right now.
Yeah, like, everybody's saying, like, hey, you need to watch this, but maybe wait until after the pandemic's over to watch it.
Yeah, it's really dark.
Yeah, same thing
and
with...
so that's, like, why I'm like, I don't want to watch this right now.
There's another show on Netflix called Waco, I don't know if you've heard of that one. It's pretty much the same situation. Like, everybody's praising it up and down, but it's like, if I watch this right now, it's probably just going to make me feel worse.
I think I will watch that, though, because that's Michael Shannon in it, and I love
Michael Shannon is fucking great. He's a great actor. So that's where I'm at with...
we were going through shows the other day, just, like, trying to figure out something to watch, and I was like, we don't have to watch this, because it's not really, like, you probably won't like it. Yeah. But I'm definitely going to watch it, because he's in it.
So that's where I'm at with Justified and Sons of Anarchy as well, is that I really want to watch both of those at some point. But it's on that list of, like, should I watch this right now?
Right. And Justified, I think Justified would be fine.
It'd be fine.
It's light enough. It's not super dark.
Sons is pretty dark, though, isn't it?
Sons can get pretty dark, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Justified is definitely a much lighter show.
Okay.
And if you like crime stuff, like, it's perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I love Timothy Olyphant. Like, that dude can act his fucking ass off.
He's magical in it.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's really great.
Like, almost all of the cast in that show are magical. That show's great.
Did you see they announced today that Timothy Olyphant's going to be in the second season of The Mandalorian?
Yeah, I saw that. I've been meaning to watch The Mandalorian too, because I know, like, right now you have the Disney Plus that we've been sharing or whatever.
Yeah. Here's one thing I'll say about The Mandalorian. Christa and I watched, how many episodes of that are there? Like 7, 8?
I have no idea.
Okay, let's just say there's 8 episodes of that show. Krista and I watched all 6 episodes of that show as they debuted. For whatever reason, we have not watched the final 2. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we're both broken as human beings, or if it is because we lost interest in the show. I will say
I think ending shows can be hard, though, too.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, getting to the end of it and being like, oh, well, we have to wait now for, like, the next,
Because we were really enjoying it. Like, her enjoyment of it, like... I'll say this quietly so she doesn't hear me, because I don't know if she's in the next room. But I think her enjoyment on it is really based on the whole Baby Yoda thing.
Oh, that's fine, though.
I mean, to me, Baby Yoda, he's fine, man. He's cute. He's fine, you know? He's fine. Ben, he's fine, okay? I'm sorry. He's fine. He's fine. But he doesn't make or break that show for me. And so if you lose the I love Baby Yoda. He's cute. Okay, I'm not gonna turn this into an Animal Crossing thing. Like, I'm not gonna find everything. the 10 reasons why Baby Yoda isn't great. I'm not gonna do that. What I am gonna say is, if you're like me and Baby Yoda doesn't make or break the show for you, you might struggle to find something else to latch on to that keeps you interested.
Yeah.
And so, the only thing I'll say about it is I find it to be incredibly cookie cutter. Like, it's a very basic plot.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't really do anything. Like, it's exciting. Like, it's got some cool action stuff, and it's interesting. But apparently wasn't interesting enough to make me watch the last 2 episodes.
Right, to, like, get to the last few episodes, sure.
But I said, at one point, at what point do I step back and say, is that a me problem, or is that a Mandalorian problem?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But you can use our Disney Plus anytime. If you watch it, let me know what you think of it, because
I'm trying to struggle because, like, I've been watching a lot of stream stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm, like, slowly running out. I was talking to Aaron about this earlier. Like, I'm trying to watch a lot of the Giant Bomb stuff that they're doing, because they do basically like 8 hours every day.
Yep.
And so, like, that's been a lot. But some of it I'm just not that into.
Yeah, no, like, I watch Krista's Sim stuff, or at least some of it, so I haven't been watching Abby play The Sims, because that's just more of what Krista's doing. And then I haven't really been watching the Astroneer stuff, because I don't really want any of it spoiled, like I said. So
yeah, I think at this point you're free to watch any of the Astroneer stuff. Okay. We're farther along than they are. Mm-hmm. They went to a different planet than us, though, so if you're, like, worried about that, but...
Yeah.
They took this week off because Brad's still sick.
What did he have surgery or something?
He had surgery or something. Yeah, I don't even know.
It's weird. I know they keep hush hush about different stuff. Yeah, they always just say they're on assignment or whatever. But, yeah. The one thing I'll say is that obviously Giant Bomb is my favorite video game thing, but it has been hard for me to keep up with all the stuff they've been doing.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I haven't been watching a lot of Jason's stuff.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Just because it's not that he's been playing a lot of brawlers, and that's just not interesting to me.
I'd much rather have them all sit down and do ranking of fighter stuff than do the brawler stuff. But that's just me.
And this is what I was talking to Aaron about. It's just, like, hard to watch a single person, like, talk to themselves.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, that website's so key on interactions between different personalities. I feel like.
Yeah.
So it was, like, interesting. Like, the other day, I just clicked on, like, this day in Giant Bomb history, and it was a quick look of Battleship.
Yeah.
For the Xbox 360,
oh, wow.
the movie tie-in game.
Yeah,
And it was Patrick and Ryan like just talking and shooting the shit, and I was like, oh my god, it feels so good to just hear two people talking to one another, like, and not like stressed out, because like no matter what, like when they're talking now, like people are like, it's hard and they're away from one another, right? They're not reacting directly to one another in the same room.
No,
So it's just like, man.
Even like, because like the microphones are pretty much the same on like the podcasts and stuff. So if you didn't know any better, if you were completely oblivious, you'd be like, okay, this is the same podcast, but they have a completely different tone to all their content right now, and it makes it hard to watch all of it, not only because of the volume but because of the tone. Like Giant Bomb for me,
and like everybody has to wait for everybody to talk. Like it's you know, it's very like, the pacing just isn't there, I feel like.
Giant Bomb for me for the longest time has been an escapist thing. And a like distraction thing, and I feel like to a certain extent, like it's not fair to expect them to not talk about the quarantine stuff.
Well, but they try not to, I feel like. Like as much as possible, but
they still, inevitably always have to. Like they give like a quarantine update during all their stuff now, and so it always comes up inevitably, which is fair because that's, you know, what we need to do. But yeah, I don't know. My favorite thing that Giant Bomb is doing right now is Alex's Rock Band streams. Like,
that sounds great.
If anything, that has given me more of his content, because only seeing him do that once a year for Extra Life was really sad for me, because every year I'd look forward to it. When it was done, I was like, oh man, one more year now, still more of it. And so
I have it on every now and then, because like that's like super background, because it's just music essentially.
All the fence got destroyed over here.
Yeah, our fences are breaking down.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
But anyway, his streams have actually like showed me some songs that I've never heard of before. So one of the fun things that I was doing at first was like, I was like, oh, maybe I could start like a Spotify playlist of like all the stuff he's playing. But then somebody else totally got to it before I ever did. And so I followed their playlist on Spotify, and they update it now every Thursday that he streams.
We named our goat Boat, by the way.
Yeah, we did.
So you know.
Yeah, we did. I remember doing that. Yep, I remember that episode.
That's funny.
I don't remember anything important, but I remember we named our goat Boat.
It's really funny.
Let me think. So, I've gotten back into collecting vinyl now. I have a new record player.
Oh yeah. You got the new record player.
So I've got some dope.
Spun some stuff today.
If you want to know what kind of person I am and how fundamentally broken I am, do you want to know what record I am most excited about having in my collection?
What's that?
The soundtrack to Unsolved Mysteries.
Ooh, that's kind of funny.
It's fucking dope, bro. Because I don't know if I've ever talked about this, because obviously I told you I'm into true crime stuff, and there's a lot of that on there. But a lot of like my interest in like quote unquote factual ghost stories and paranormal stuff came from Unsolved Mysteries. Like my grandma and I watched a lot of that when I was growing up. That show and Cold Case Files and Forensic Files and all that stuff. And so I can put on that Unsolved Mysteries vinyl, and I can literally probably tell you like what episode it was from, because I've seen, because there's not really, I mean, there's a lot of Unsolved Mysteries episodes, but for some reason when it was syndicated back in the day, they showed the same ones over and over. And that was in the times before like DVD, and so we had like cable. Luckily we had cable, but it was the same episodes we watched every time. So like, that Unsolved Mysteries vinyl came in the mail the other day, and I don't know why, but I assumed Christa was just as hyped about it as I was. So I was like talking her fucking ear off for like an hour about Unsolved Mysteries, and she was just like, you know, I don't know anything about this show, right? Like, I don't have the same affinity for this thing.
It's really funny.
So then I was like, no, wait, just wait. And then I like pulled up YouTube, and I showed her the Ghost of the Queen Mary ship episode, and I was like, what about now? It's the best show ever, right? But anyway, it's a really dope vinyl too. It's like a purple swirl vinyl.
Ooh.
And purple's my favorite color, so I get a huge boner over anything that's purple. But no, I'm getting really into soundtracks again. I have some horror soundtracks coming, like that movie that Nicolas Cage is in, the Color Out of Space.
Yeah.
That got delivered today, the soundtrack to that.
Oh, nice.
From Waxwork Records. So shout out to you guys if you're vinyl collectors out there. I'm sure if you're horror fans and vinyl collectors, you're aware of who Waxwork Records are. But if you're not, check them out. And then Mondo's got some dope shit. Like I've got a Halloween soundtrack coming from them. But yeah, I've been waiting for years. I held on to some of my vinyl from before, but I got rid of a lot of it because I didn't think I was ever going to get a turntable again. but the timing was just right. And I was like, I need something right now. I need like a hobby kind of.
New toy,
something to collect, and yeah. But yeah, setting up that turntable the first day was like the only like manual technical thing I've done since all this started. Because like,
yeah,
I called you like freaking out about it. I was like, and then I ended up finding out the needle just fell off on the ground. And I was like, well, that explains why I'm not hearing any music, because that's kind of the fundamental thing about records. But other than that, though, like I genuinely figured out like how that weighted arm worked, and like how the counter like anti-skating weight like on that little fishing line worked like by myself. And that like felt really good to like have the time to like and the patience to figure something like that out, because I normally don't.
Problem solving, man.
Yep. But I think that's pretty much it on my side of things. Now I just really want to go watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I think. Because I've only seen the first season of that show.
Oh,
I've never seen past
like the second season.
Yeah,
so it's good enough.
I want to watch that. I don't know why I didn't watch more of it. It wasn't that I didn't like it. I think it's just my dumbass brain again was like, well, here's 5 other things we could think about watching but never watched.
Oh yeah, for sure. What else? What
I mean, we still use Pluto TV a lot, the free app for the streaming stuff.
I've like dove into that a few times. I watched Lord of War on there.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
That's
the
dope.
end of it.
Yeah. The frustrating thing about that service is if you're not really invested or interested in one of those specialty channels, there might not be that much there for you.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like that's literally my okay. I told Christa this the other day, and I thought it was pretty funny. If this is dark, I apologize, but I said, "Do you want to know how I know I'm almost 30 years old and severely depressed?" And she said, "How?" And I said, "Because I spend my days watching Antiques Roadshow UK as like a cathartic experience." I'm dead serious. I know you hate British people. It's one of the most relaxing things I've ever watched. I like
Antiques Roadshow quite a bit. You should watch a show on Netflix called The Repair Shop.
Ooh.
If you like Antiques Roadshow.
Okay. All right. Well,
it's good.
Now I got some shit to watch. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
For real though, like if you like, Antiques Roadshow, you would love The Repair Shop.
Okay. So, the way I feel about Antiques Roadshow UK, not that like Antiques Roadshow on American TV is stressful or anything, but it's kind of like comparing Great British Bake Off to like Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
Is the British version is much more calming, and it feels like there's like less at stake. Like, granted, like on Antiques Roadshow PBS, like the American version, there's nobody screaming at anybody about prices. But for the longest time, I used to watch Pawn Stars and American Pickers with my parents, and that was like kind of our thing, because it's kind of in the same vein. But Pawn Stars, just it feels so fucking staged anymore these days. Like, and I can't get over that. And they're so, like, you just know everybody on that show is a fucking Trump supporter. And they're so, and I can't get past it. Like, they're assholes. Like, each and every person on that show is an asshole. And so I watch Antiques Roadshow UK, and these people, they tell people to fuck off without ever saying it. And they say it's so delightfully and so calmly, like, maybe you should reconsider the price on this object here, instead of like, no way am I giving you that fucking much money for this. You know, so I don't know.
That's funny.
But we watch a lot of that, and then of course Unsolved Mysteries is on there, the Robert Stack episodes from the 90s and 2000s that I grew up watching. So I think I've seen every episode of Unsolved Mysteries now.
That's amazing.
I've seen a very high amount of Antiques Roadshow, although that's been going on for a very long time, so I don't think I'll ever get to see all those. But I legitimately the other day was looking into getting a subscription to BritBox so that I could watch the latest season of Antiques Roadshow UK, because it's $5 a month.
I'm telling you though, man, Repair Shop, if you run out of stuff for Antiques Roadshow,
okay, I'll give it a watch.
It's legit.
I'll add it to my list
It's like Antiques Roadshow meets like some of those restoration videos you watch on YouTube.
Okay, Krista's really into the restoration videos. She really likes those a lot.
They're wicked satisfying.
Yep. She's been watching car detailing videos.
Ooh.
So if you want some recommendations on that, I can ask her for you.
Yeah, I got YouTube Premium when this all started, because I was like, I'm just putting watch later, like the stuff I have in my watch later.
Yeah.
And so I like was sick of just getting ads for it, because the Giant Bomb stuff on YouTube like has wicked amount of ads.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It like has like pre-roll and like within the videos themselves. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I am sick of this. Like I pay for premium, but I just want my videos like I want my videos on one platform.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially when I'm like trying to just watch a bunch at a time, because there's not a very good there's not a strong playlist feature on Giant Bomb yet.
Well, the app on Apple TV for me is still fundamentally broken. Like whenever I watch live streams, it doesn't like buffer as much anymore. But the one thing I have noticed is that sometimes, because they stream on Twitch now a lot, but then like last week they didn't stream on Twitch at all. They did like the premium thing. Like every stream was a premium stream to promote buying premium. But now that they're back on Twitch again, I noticed like some days when I go to my Giant Bomb app on my Apple TV, they'll be live on Twitch, so I know that they're live, but I can't access the live stream on the Giant Bomb app.
Oh, God.
So, like, I want to use that Giant Bomb app. And then the other thing is, like, they put so much time and effort into making those thumbnails look cool for all their stuff. And those thumbnails won't even fucking load on my Apple TV app for Giant Bomb. And, like, it just pisses me off. I turn it on, and I'm like, I could just go to YouTube or Twitch to watch this right now. And I feel bad because I feel like my premium's going to waste right now. But I'm happy I'm supporting them at least.
Yeah.
But...
But yeah, so I bought YouTube. So like a side effect, a knock-on effect of having YouTube Premium is that if you load up like the YouTube app, right? Like they have a lot of videos on their homepage.
Yeah.
And it used to be like you could start watching them, and then they would stop because that's where like the pre-roll ad would like want to kick in or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Or it'd be like you can click on it and then you'll watch the pre-roll ad. Well, now they'll just play. Like, they'll just play on the home screen silently, and I'm like, okay, algorithm, what do you got for me today? Like. Here's a video of like an industrial shredder.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I will watch this.
Yep.
Here's a man spinning a log into a cup holder. What? Yeah. Okay.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, but then you get other stuff that I'd never be remotely interested in. Like, here's Justin Bieber's new music video. I'm like, fuck off. I'm turning YouTube off. I'm shutting it down.
But yeah, I've been watching a lot of like weird stuff, especially on my phone, because I'll just like boot it up to like add stuff to my watch later or whatever, check my subscriptions, but then it's just like, oh no, I'll sit here and watch what was it I was watching the other day? I did discover this one thing, but I don't know if that was during this time or before times. There's this Red Bull, like it's like motocross mixed with hockey.
Oh shit.
So it's like these downhill courses that people race on skates against like 4 other people, and they can like bump and they're like intense courses. I'll have to find it and send it to you. It's ridiculous.
That sounds crazy. That.
I was watching real life trials.
Oh
matches,
shit, yeah.
Like
that'd be dope.
In arenas and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching skate videos. Just a bunch of stuff.
I fell down a rabbit hole, I think last summer, around like GoPro videos of people like going straight down the side of a mountain with a GoPro on. Yeah. I'm like, I would never do this in real life, which is why I need to watch this person do it forever.
Well, that was like that. Remember that one app you told us about, which was like it would just show random.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was that called?
I don't know. It had like the crazy multicolored color scheme or whatever.
What the fuck was that app called?
Yeah.
Oh, never think. Yeah, that. Never think. Yeah, that was what it was called.
I remember there was like an action sports channel on that that I would turn on when we were like into that.
That was okay, so before Pluto became a thing, I feel like Pluto has eaten that thing's fucking lunch for sure, because...
Well, I still like never think because it's like YouTube videos instead of like...
Well, Pluto has YouTube video channels, like they do like the Fail Army
and stuff like, or something like Fail Army.
Yeah, so a lot of Pluto TV stuff is YouTube stuff. And the other interesting thing that I saw that Pluto did recently, which really like pulled the curtain open on their whole operation for me, they have like a library section of Pluto TV now. So if you want to watch a certain episode of Unsolved Mysteries, you don't have to watch it on loop anymore, or like on like a channel. So like that's cool that they did that, but it's like, man, now it kind of ruins the illusion of Pluto TV a little bit. Even though I knew damn well where those like episodes were coming from, it just, I don't know. It's like I didn't want to step back into the kitchen and see how the butcher was making the burger.
Yeah,
I just wanted to eat the burger, you know? But
see how the sausage was made.
But oh man, but no. Yeah, we watched Fail Army again the other night on Pluto TV, and I'll tell you what, if you've had a bad day, just watching people eat shit over and over again.
Those are my like end of year videos at school.
Nice.
Like, I put those on, like, when we're like up, it's just a half a day. Like,
Incredible.
and you're just in homeroom. Let's just watch these people eat shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't care about your kids. I'll watch ball fights all day.
That's incredible. Oh my god.
But yeah.
No, we
I wonder if I can buy farm animals. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to buy a sheep.
We talking about in Stardew Valley, or are you talking about in?
No, just I'm gonna buy a sheep for my 600 square foot apartment and just hang out. He'll hang out in here with me.
Honestly, I think you should.
We'll be besties.
We were talking to our friends Lindsay and Phil, and Alex and Tiff were talking to us today too. But we were talking about like the possibility of like when are we getting a house and when are we getting another cat and stuff.
Yeah.
And that picture that I sent to the group today of that dog posing for that height thing.
Yeah.
I really want a dog. I've realized like I've wanted a dog since my dog Luke died in 2013, and it's slowly like eased into my mind over the day. Like that was 7 years ago. I haven't had a dog in 7 years.
Wow.
So like yeah, there's a part of me that really wants a dog, and then as soon as the thought pops in my mind, I'm like, oh okay, $300 down payment and then $30 a month to have a pet in this apartment. So then the question becomes like, when are we getting a house then? And it's like,
right.
Okay, well, we have a bunch of shit to pay off, and our credit scores are bad, so that's probably not going to happen for a while. So I guess we're fucked. is the moral of the story? I guess I'm not getting that dog anytime soon.
Oh, where'd she go? Oh, I'm so mad.
What happened?
I was like hanging out at Marnie's to like buy a thing.
Yeah.
And then she was in the back room, and I was like, oh, I'll just check. It's closed for the day. I'll just check my phone for a little bit and wait for her to come out. And then she, like, walked by me, apparently.
Oh, man. Incredible. Okay, so Christa and I revisited Stardew Valley a couple months ago, and I don't know if I ever passed this knowledge on to you. So you know how the eggs and the milk has, like, the star ratings?
Right.
So did you know that, like, if you sell a gold egg, that you will make more money off... Or not a gold egg, a purple egg. If you sell a purple egg, you will make more money off of it than if you turned it into purple mayonnaise or whatever.
What? That's wild.
Yeah, like she looked... Because we have that guidebook, and it tells you the prices. Like, the only... Yeah. Like, the highest you should go with your eggs and milk is gold. If you put...
That's weird. That seems silly.
Yeah, if you put a purple egg into a mayonnaise machine, you're going to get more money by just selling that purple egg. Basically.
Weird.
Yeah. So, and we like tried it and it definitely works. So, I'm gonna apply that philosophy to our farm here because I just remembered that. Because I was about.
That's really strange.
I was about to put a purple egg into a thing, and I was like, I better not do that. Oh, I have 2 Omni Geodes and a thing I need to donate, so I'm gonna go do that. Because
if you have brown eggs, we need brown eggs.
We didn't get any brown ones today.
Okay.
Man, darn it. What's the name of that fucking show again on Netflix? The Repair
Shop.
Repair Shop? Okay. Alright. Well, I was going to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but now it's going to be The Repair Shop. And then, yeah, the weird thing about streaming 5 days a week, like, with my sleep schedule being as fucked up as it is, I stay up really late, so you'd think that, like, oh, yeah, that's, like, prime watching and playing hours, because Krista's asleep and I have nothing to do. But as I mentioned before, that's when I fall into my depressive spiral, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to sit here and chill out for a while and not do anything.
Yeah.
And that becomes a problem when you are fighting with yourself constantly about not accomplishing anything, but not feeling like accomplishing anything.
Sure.
And so... the problem is when I stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning, if I take my sleeping pill, you can almost guarantee my ass is going to be passed out until like 1 or 2 p.m. because it knocks me out. So without that sleeping pill, I'm still guaranteed to at least sleep in until I'd say 11 or noon, which I have not slept in that late in years.
Yeah.
And so what's happening is I'm waking up at 11 a.m. or noon, and Krista's off work at like 3:34.
Right.
So then I really only have like 3 hours or so to myself to like watch stuff or do stuff. And then
that you want to do by yourself.
I want to do by myself. And then with me streaming 5 days a week, that eats up even more of that time. So like now I'm like, oh, I don't actually have as much free time as I think I do. But what I need to do is I just need to come up with a plan. Like, hey, I'm going to like actually watch this thing tonight, but if I don't watch it tomorrow night also, that's fine.
Yeah.
but I got nothing from those Omni Geodes.
Ugh. I don't know what I want to do with this day. I think I wanted to buy an animal. Let's see if we can upgrade our things anymore, I guess. I'll probably be too late. They probably close at freaking 4 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah. Our museum's looking pretty filled out.
Yeah. I keep like digging some stuff up and just being it like doesn't say take it to Gunther, so.
Yeah, we haven't gotten. That's the first new thing I've gotten in I think several recordings.
Yeah.
We still have quite a few slots open. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like 16 more things.
All right.
Until we're at full capacity. But.
Oh, that's not the button to hit. What do I want to do?
I was really bummed out though when I realized that the Stardew Valley vinyl has been sold out for a long time.
Oh.
Because that was one of the things I was going to think about getting.
Yeah.
I went back to, I think it's Fangamer that does all the Stardew Valley stuff. The only vinyl that they even have on the store anymore is the really complete one. That's like $80. That's like every song, and it's been sold out for a long time too.
Well, I just completed a bundle, I think, so that's
Did you?
cool.
Nice.
Yep. The research bundle.
No, this has been nice though, just hanging out and talking with you, playing this game, because we haven't done this in a while.
I know.
I feel like with my streams, like obviously, like I can't chill out while playing Predator.
Yeah.
I have to like be on my toes at all times. I will say though, the one thing you said earlier about like watching somebody stream like by themselves without somebody else, like that made me think like, man, like if I didn't have people to watch and like have you guys to like talk to me in the comments, my streams would fucking suck. Because I run out of stuff to talk about by myself really quick.
Oh yeah.
I can only like talk about the state of the game so many times before people are like turning it off, you know?
Right.
But I feel bad because like I know that a lot of you guys watch my streams every time I do it, and so it's like you've probably heard me say like, "Oh, well, they need to fix the crossplay." I sure hope they fix the crossplay soon. You probably heard me say that 100 times, but like somebody who's just tuning in for the first time hasn't heard me say it yet. It is kind of crazy to me how I have at least one person pop up every stream that's like, "Hey, so is this game any good?"
Yeah.
Like, you'd think it'd be more, but it's always, like, exactly one person per stream that asks it. I'm like, okay. I see you, Mr. Ilphonic, if that is your real name. But no, I'm...
Completed that bundle, got a recycling machine.
Yeah, we accomplished a lot this time, I think. Or at least...
Made a pretty good amount of money. We got the corn in the bundle.
Yep.
I wanted to see if we could, Well, we got goat's milk, so pretty soon we'll get the large goat's milk. And we got goat cheese that I put in a bundle, so that's good. These 2 cheeses, sell them off. What else?
I'm gonna put this shit in.
Trying to think if I watched anything else or played anything else. Not really.
I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try to have more to report back on next time.
I tried playing some Enter the Gungeon the other day, and that game's just too hard for me. I just can't play it.
It's very, very
bad
hard.
At it.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
It's very, very hard. Like immediately hard too. Like there's not even like a ramp up. It's just immediately hard, and it doesn't control particularly like tight either. So at least I don't think it does.
Which is a bummer because those are like my types of games too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could see you sinking a lot of time into that. But yeah, there's just the problem with that is like what we were saying earlier. There's too many other good ones of those out there. That it's hard to want to focus on that. But all right, well, that is going to do it for today's edition of Sunset and Stardew. We hope you guys didn't mind our incoherent at times rambling, but just kind of chilling out, catching up, playing this cool game, this nice chill game. Hope you guys came here with the same intention, just to relax and hear us bullshit about whatever. So we'll try to put these out somewhat more often than we have, hopefully not months at a time in between each release. So we'll try to be a little bit more consistent with that. But truth be told, the releases, like recorded releases from me, aren't going to get more consistent until I get a better computer. So That's kind of the stakes for right now. But if you're watching this and you weren't aware, we are streaming more often on Adjective Gaming now. We stream every Wednesday through Sunday now, so 5 days worth of streams. We do Predator Hunting Grounds on Wednesdays, usually at 9 o'clock. We do The Last of Us for Corrin streams on Thursdays. That's usually about 8 o'clock. These are all Eastern times also. Every Friday, we do a mega stream, Rocket League, for a few hours, and then more Predator Hunting Grounds. Then all weekend long, usually starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, and it's more Predator. I'm trying to milk this Predator thing for all it's worth right now. But yeah, as always, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're very active on there. Every time we are going to do a stream, we not only post like the day of the stream when it's happening with an announced time and place and all that, but my wife Christa always like sends messages out of exactly when we're live, so you'll never miss it. But the best way to follow us right now is on Twitch, because we get a notification the minute that I go live. You'll be aware of it. So we're trying to get to 100 followers on Twitch. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers on YouTube. If you're watching here on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, we are currently at 87. Once we get to 100, we can finally change our URL from Movie Time with Josh to Adjective Noun Gaming, which is what we've been wanting for a long time. So 13 people out there, please subscribe to this fucking channel so we can get this URL changed. But anyway, that's the end of my rant. Thank you, Ben, for being here and playing with me once again.
Ring the bell!
Ringing the bell. And thank you guys for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe. Tell your friends about it if that's your thing. And we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.